About 10 years ago, I used this little hill behind me, to do some training to go up Kilimanjaro. If you're not familiar, Kilimanjaro is one of the tallest mountains in Africa. It is a extinct volcano, and I was, it's quite a climb from what I heard, and the oxygen levels were quite low and stuff, which I found out to my cost. And I used this little hill as my training ground when I came here to the Gran Canaria in the winter preceding that March. And I must tell you, I got it completely wrong. I did not get a proper trainer, and I did what I thought was right, and I got absolutely clobbered. My name's Gordon De Silva, and on this particular blog, I just want reminiscing about how this hill took me to training. I put a big water bottle in a backpack on my back to give me things, and I took this route up, as you can see people taking the route up here. But what I since discovered is that the short way to the top, the shortcut to the top, is not always the best way to train and get a long-term success rate. Because what I've subsequently found is that had I done the training along this long path, I don't know if you can see it disappearing into the valley there, and then going up and round, it takes about an hour and a half compared to 10 minutes up here, I would have been much more successful at Kilimanjaro. I'm not saying I would have got to the top, but clearly I didn't. But the training, just 10 minutes up a steep hill, was really not what most of Kilimanjaro was about. Certainly the last leg, the last tiny bit was that. But I had no energy left. I didn't take any drugs or anything, and a lot of my group, in fact all of my group, were taking drugs to help them absorb more oxygen. I refused to take drugs. They had to be done on my own merit or not at all. And I just had no legs left. I had no energy left to make that last steeper climb. Instead, most of the climb was this long, drawn-out climbing in somewhat. At the beginning, it was it's sufficient oxygen, but as you got further and further higher up, the oxygen levels got less and less, and I just had nothing in the tank. So in business, we have the same sort of thing, right? We look for the shortcuts. We just go, I'll just do this quickly. I'll just do that quickly, and we don't consider a strategy. We don't consider someone who understands how to get us the best results. We don't look to them to get advice and help and support and mentoring and coaching. We just go, how hard can it be? It's just a hill. Here's one. I'll climb this one, and that'll build me up for the next one. And unfortunately, life doesn't work like that, and that is why probably 80% of people just never get anywhere close to their goals. I'm fortunate in that I came across the coaching mentoring message many years ago. I was good at sales and marketing. I came across Jay Abraham. He mentored me, and one of the best marketers in the world, and I just always looked for help, for someone who'd been there before, knew more than I did, and that accelerated my success. Anyway, if this hits a chord with you, then you may want to start with a free coaching session. It's a web online session. It's a workshop we're going to run to help you build momentum for the next 12 months. The best time to start anything is now. If you've missed the boat up to now is a good time to start the next leg. So why don't you just consider coming on to that free session, book on. There'll be a link somewhere along this video to join me on that session. It's about 60 to 90 minutes long, depending on how many Q&As there are, and together we'll build something that has the potential to take you and accelerate your progress into next year. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the workshop. Bye bye.